So here is our drone flying over our backfill trenches from the previous evaluation, and we'll move up in a moment to show the two areas that we'll be discussing. So the M6 there above us, and then on the left, that's that white area, all those boxes, that's our compound, and that brown swish coming down delineates our two mitigation areas that we'll be discussing. And you might be able to pick out, as we move over now from an overhead shot, our two roundhouses, and then a line going down the middle, and that's our pit alignment. So by roundhouse, if you look to the bottom left corner, see that big circle? That was one of our roundhouses. So we just want to get your eye in for the Roman enclosure. As we swoop over this, you can pick out that kind of white corner. If you follow that white corner round, that's actually the Roman enclosure. And now if you look for all these kind of darker shadows, that's all where we've dug slots in the ground to identify the type of archaeology. We're panning up now to a lovely shot of the roundhouse. And so my colleagues are now going to help by standing in the features just to show us what they actually look like on the ground. It has quite a big impact, doesn't it? So we can see all those holes that they're standing in, they're excavated features that we've dug up to understand more about what's going on. And a really impactful shot there of the Roman enclosure, so you can appreciate the angularity of it in comparison to perhaps the roundhouses and the pit alignment here. So you can see my colleagues standing in the circle, and now in that big kind of angular part of the rectangle, and back to the pit alignment. And in the middle there, you might be able to pick out the roundhouse. So you can see that the pit alignment travels down and that the roundhouses are within that boundary marker. It shows just what a big impact it would have on the landscape, I think. Imagine that, a 200 long meter pit alignment. It really shows who owns the area and who owns what. And you look at that there with the wonderful Roman enclosure, absolutely ignores any kind of alignment that the other features have from the Iron Age. The Romans just plonked it on there and decided that that's theirs. So my colleagues are now walking off into the distance. I think they've done a good job showing us the archaeology. So let's discuss it more.